Hey class, welcome back. Look how far you've come. Give yourself a hand. Today we're going to talk about simple past tense and present perfect tense of verb usage when you're constructing a sentence and you're speaking in English. The proper way to do that. Every sentence has a subject and an action, and so today the action word is race. And race can be a noun or the subject, but we're using it in a verb tense today as if you're running a race. So I will tell you in a few minutes why I didn't decide to use the word run. But so when we're talking about simple past tense and present perfect tense, what we're referring to is the time that the action happened. And if that time is finished and done with, then it's going to be simple past tense. Super forward, direct, over, done with, the action is done, it's in the past. And if we're talking about present perfect tense, then that means the action is somehow connected to what's currently going on and what you're stating. So, for instance, sorry, my paper's getting away from me here. If we were going to say the relay team race last month, that's incorrect because it's not in past tense, and last month is completely over and done with. So what we need to do is turn race into past participle. We're going to do that by adding an ed to that. If I can find my ed. There's a d. Okay, so if the word already ends in an e, then you're just going to add a d on. And now it's the past participle form of the verb. So the relay team raced last month, over and finished, simple past tense. Okay, if I was going to say the relay team raced twice this year, that's not exactly correct because this year is still continuing. So we need to use an auxiliary verb, have or has, make it present perfect tense to make it correct. So the relay team, we're going to say has raced twice this year. Okay, and depending on whether your subject is plural or singular is whether or not you use have or has. But to make this one correct, the relay team has raced twice this year. When you think of team, sometimes you think of a lot of people. So you think, well, wait a second, is that plural or singular? But team, there's only one team. So that's the singular form. And so has is the word, the auxiliary verb that we're going to use. The relay team has raced, and I'm having technical difficulties. Has raced twice already. Oh, twice this year. What if I wanted to say the relay team has raced twice already this year? That would also be correct. With present perfect tense, there are some keywords like already that let you know right off the bat that it is that you need to use present perfect tense. And those keywords are, like on this list I have, for, yet, never, ever, just, already, and since. If you see words like that in a sentence, then you automatically know that it is present perfect tense and the action is somehow connected currently to what's happening in the time frame that we're in. We're going to try this again, and we're going to say, just for practice, I'm going to find my tape. We'll just write it out. We said Vicky, so Vicky is a team member. Vicky raced twice this week. That would not be quite correct, right? Because this week is still going. So what we would want to say is Vicky has raced twice this week. Move this over. And that would be present perfect tense. And correct. And if I change this, and if I was speaking maybe about Vicky and a couple other teammates maybe, Vicky, Lori, and Shannon maybe is who I was referring to. If I said they is a plural. They has raced twice this week is incorrect. So then has would need to be have instead. They have raced twice this week. And then you could throw on any helper auxiliary verbs you wanted, like already, twice this week already, like that, and that would be correct. So, I want to talk to you for a second about irregular verbs, because irregular verbs are super tricky. If I was going to say the relay team, if the action word was run, okay, we wouldn't say the relay team run last month. That'd be completely incorrect. So run actually changes all the way to ran. Okay, the relay team ran last month. That would be simple past tense, or we could see the relay team has ran twice already this year. There are some other irregular verbs that I want to just read off to you for a second, just to give you a sample of what those would be. Like built, if you were going to build a house and then you were finished with it, you wouldn't say we builded a house, you'd say we built a house. The word bought or buy, if you go to the store to buy some groceries, and then we went to the store and bought groceries, not bited. And drive turns into driven. So that's just an idea. And then really quick too on your auxiliary verbs for present and perfect tense. The singular form would be I have, you have, he has, she has, it has. Plural, we have, you have, they have, and those would be the correct usage of those pronouns. So I hope this helps you out and this clears it up for you. Just remember that simple past tense is straightforward, over and done with, stated, and the time is over with. Present perfect tense, you need to add have or has as an auxiliary verb to the action. And this isn't correct at the moment, but the relay team has raced twice already this year. You don't even need already if you don't want it. And I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of how to use those correctly. And I'll talk to you next time.